Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. Direct from our newsroom, otherwise known as my compost heap. Big news this week and nobody else covered it. Ned Lamont won in his race to become U.S. Senator from Connecticut. True, he didn't get as many votes as Joe Lieberman and he won't be the senator. But because Lamont won the primary election and ran a strong, unapologetically Democratic campaign, he inspired Democrats throughout the country to run as alternatives to George Bush on the Iraq War and other issues. As a result, the Democrats have regained control of the Congress. As a result of that, some people are celebrating. I know this is the first election in years, although I'm not a big-time Democrat, that I woke up the next day and did not feel like I was in the wrong country. I might even start feeling okay about one of these things. I don't know. How do you work this? Anyway, we have 2 months to celebrate before the Democrats take over and then sell us out. What other news we got this week? Where's the fire? Oh yeah, there was a fire at Church Street South Housing Project. A car was on fire. And officers Luis and David Rivera saw the car, risked their own lives, and saved the life of a man inside from burning to death. Way to go, guys. We appreciate what you do every day to keep us safe. Read about them in Melissa Bailey's Cop of the Week feature in The Independent. Talking about the police, Mayor John DeStefano, who is Mayor John DeStefano again, he's finished running for governor, returned to work this week and he's going to re-examine how policing is working in the city. He's thinking of disbanding the ID.net program, which is saturation patrols in one crime-ridden neighborhood at a time, sweeping people off the street. That gives short-term relief to neighborhoods, but experience has shown that does not cut down in crime long-term, especially if you believe in community policing. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Let's see what other stories we have. Mr. Comeover. I saw him the other night at Yale Cabaret. He's a scary dude. He works in a diaper factory and he kidnaps teenage girls. Mr. Comeover came from the imagination of a 7th grader at Troop Middle School, who is one of many Troop students who work over the summer with Yale Cabaret people who are students at Yale Drama School to put together original plays. The kids' plays are being shown this weekend, Friday and Saturday night at Yale Cabaret, and they're a lot of fun. A really good example of town-gown cooperation. What else do we have in there? Lender's Bagels. It must be time for the Chutzpah Award, the weekly Chutzpah Award from the New Haven Independent Vlog. It goes this week to Brian McGrath, who goes around every election year and aggressively pulls votes for Democrats. You do not want to be in McGrath's path if you don't feel like voting. This week, Brian McGrath was trying to pull votes in the Hill neighborhood for John DeStefano, who was running for governor. McGrath ran into a woman in the Hill who did not want to vote for John DeStefano. She said, "I don't think he's doing a good job as mayor." What did McGrath say? He said, "Yeah, let's get him out of town, kick him out and send him to Hartford. He'll be the governor, we'll be rid of him." That takes chutzpah. I think he might have even gotten that vote, although it might have been a little too late. That's this week's New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. Until next week, remember, always pick up your trash.